Please be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences Graduate Commencement Ceremony. I am Jeff Arrington, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education in the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. Our banner carrier today was Ms. Caitlin O'Leary, a candidate for the Master of Science degree in Civil Engineering. At this point, I ask that you all take a moment and turn off all electronic messaging devices. Thank you. Professor Venugopal Govindaraju, Vice President for Research and Economic Development and SUNY Distinguished Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, will now officially begin the ceremony. Professor Govindaraju.
Thank you, Provost Zukowski, Dean Folks, university representatives, and distinguished guests. The graduates, the candidates for degrees, the faculty, the staff, the parents, family, and friends of the graduates and candidates are now assembled. I hereby declare this commencement of the University at Buffalo open.
Thank you, Professor Govindaraju. Please stand for our national anthem. It will be sung by Julia Ann Cordani, member of the UB Vocal Performance Class of 2019. Ms. Cordani will be accompanied by the Buffalo Brass Quintet. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, Dr. Liesl Folks.
Welcome, welcome everyone. I'm delighted to be with you to share this special day. I would like to start by introducing several of the distinguished members of today's platform party. Professor Charles Zukowski, Provost of the University at Buffalo. Dr. Sissi Nicolau, Distinguished Alumna. Professor Venugopal Govindaraju, whom you have already met. Professor Rajan Bhatta, Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs and Diversity. Professor Krishna Rajan, Chair, Department of Materials Design and Innovation. Professor Albert Titus, Chair, Department of Biomedical Engineering. Mr. Kurt Bessel, President of the UB Engineering and Applied Sciences Alumni Association. Professor Anne Bazantz, Chair of the Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering. Professor Stelios Andriaitis, Chair of the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering. Professor Joseph Atkinson, Chair of the Department of Civil, Structural and Environmental Engineering. Professor Stella Batalama, Chair of Electrical Engineering. Professor Kemper Lewis, Chair of the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. Professor Chunming Chow, Chair of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Professor Jeffrey Arrington, today's herald. We are also joined on stage by several of the directors of graduate studies, Professors Sheldon Park, Mirat Demerbus, David Salak, Debanjan Sarkar, and Leslie Ying. Others will be introduced when it's their turn to speak or be acknowledged. I would also like to acknowledge the many faculty members who are joining us here today. Thank you. My warm congratulations to the class of 2017. What tremendous pride we all feel in what you have accomplished here at UB. We extend our congratulations to the families and friends of the class of 2017 who are joining us here today to celebrate. I know that many of you have flown thousands of miles to share this special day, and I thank you for that extraordinary commitment. Some are here marking a milestone for their families, the first to earn a master's degree or a doctorate, and we share your pride in this moment. Welcome to you all. Thank you for your love and support, which has played such a vital role in the successes of all our graduates. Family and friends, please stand up to be acknowledged by our graduating class. Thank you to the Engineering and Applied Sciences faculty members who have nurtured the educational success that we bear witness to today, and to our wonderful staff for the myriad ways in which they have supported that effort. Please stand, faculty and staff, to be acknowledged by our graduating class. And students, you haven't just been preparing to be leaders in your fields here at UB. You've been actively honing your leadership skills during your time here. You've been at the very center of much of the research, discovery, and innovation happening in our school. You've broken new ground, not just in engineering, but also in every conceivable field with which we intersect. From enhancing technologies for medicine and healthcare to developing sustainable solutions for our planet. You've taken advantage of incredible opportunities to engage directly in that work, including by imagining new underwater Wi-Fi network technologies that will help detect tsunamis or toxic algal blooms. You've helped use nanoparticles to improve the diagnosis and screening procedures for a wide variety of healthcare conditions. You've developed smart walls to protect coastal communities from flooding. And you've tackled care for chronic diseases in the slums of India through the use of new technology. Hundreds of you have also engaged in outreach programs in the community, leaving Buffalo a richer place thanks to your dedication to helping others. This is an exciting time to be graduating in the engineering disciplines. As you go now into the world, you will be called upon to make our society a better place. I urge you to be sure you have a voice. Many of you will join organizations that inevitably have flaws. As newcomers, these flaws might well seem more glaring than to the old-timers. Find ways to talk about the flaws and to suggest improved ways to move forward. Do stand up for the underrepresented. Do work to understand the role of bias and privilege in the world. And do work to improve the circumstances for those around you. Do notice where we have left negative impacts on the planet, and do work to reverse them. Do provide solutions for broken systems and processes. Your analytical and your creative skills put you in a unique position to change the world for better, step by step. Don't miss that opportunity. We will all thank you for it. Today, you join a powerful global network of over 249,000 UB graduates and 32,000 graduates of the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, who will become boosters and connectors, advisors, and yes, potential employers for you who are graduating today. Know that you can reach out to them to ask for advice or help, and know that they will be very willing to help you because of your shared experiences at this great university, now celebrating its 171st commencement. As alums of UB, we ask that you will stretch out a hand to those who are following in your footsteps, becoming a link in an unbroken chain of alums that stretches around the globe and through the ages. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Dean Folks. I would now like to introduce the graduate student speaker, Vasikan Vijay Unkathar. Vasikan is from Williamsville, New York, and is a candidate for the Master of Science degree in Engineering Science. Vasikan?
Wow, you all look so wonderful. Not only because we look like we belong at Hogwarts with our flowing robes. 10 points to Gryffindor. Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, staff, alumni, and the illustrious class of 2017. My name is Vasikan Vijay Shantar, and I would like to take a moment to congratulate all of you for making it here to this significant day. It is significant because our hard work has paid off, and we have many people that have supported us to thank as well. I encourage you to sincerely thank those that stood by and cheered for you along the way. Thank them, as today is their day as well. To our dedicated faculty and staff that have committed their lives to empowering others through knowledge, thank you for your patience, guidance, and tough and impartial feedback. Lastly, I look around at all of you, the soon-to-be graduates. A grand thanks to all of you, my fellow classmates and peers, for making our experience at UB the most invigorating and colorful years of our lives. Like many of you, my choice to pursue graduate studies at the University of Buffalo was cemented by my desire to learn how to effectively solve problems and provide innovative and cutting-edge solutions. Not too long ago was the first day of our graduate classes. We came in with such a wide-eyed wonder of all the possibilities and a burning passion to succeed and change our respective industries. But by the end of that first day, or if you were strong-willed the first week, you wanted to throw the books out the window and binge-watch Game of Thrones or Netflix. You doubted whether the pursuit was worth the effort. As the semester progressed, we found ourselves often consumed by frustration, angst, fear of failure. But nevertheless, we courageously persisted, fought back, and now look, we're here. We've made it to this pinnacle. However, what's strange is that even though I describe it as a pinnacle, my desire to learn and my passion to succeed have yet to be quenched. Graduating from an esteemed institution like the State University at Buffalo has instilled in me a drive and a confidence that I am ready to succeed, ready to be an instigator of change, and that my passion will take me to a peak that is set even higher. As I was preparing this speech, I looked back on some iconic speeches given by people who have left a lasting impact on the world. Steve Jobs, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and even J.K. Rowling. All of them emphasized three key traits in successful individuals: courage, persistence, and passion. Now, as graduate students, I know that we have an abundance of all three of these, or else we wouldn't be here today. But our former president, Barack Obama, said these eloquent and poignant lines that stuck with me. Change requires more than righteous anger. It requires a program. It requires organizing. Passion is vital, but you have got to have a strategy. Now more than ever, the passion and drive we have need to be utilized to their fullest potential. And in order to do so, we need to have a strategy. Make a plan of how you want to address a problem or a project. Seek information and guidance from mentors and colleagues, and have a clear goal in mind that you will not give up on. The issues of tomorrow have been entrusted to us, and as our predecessors have done, we'll solve a few and entrust the rest to the next generation. But in order to solve, share your information, collaborate with others, and work together to leave the world a better place. Thank you, class of 2017. It has been an honor and a pleasure growing with you. In closing, I would like to end with a quote recommended to me by my close colleague and mentor, Dr. Václav Shah, which quite possibly is the cheesiest graduation quote from television by Michael Scott of Dunder Mifflin paper. May your hats fly as high as your dreams. Congratulations, good luck, and I look forward to seeing the many ways that our paths will cross again. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasyan. Vasyan was the winner of the Graduate Student Speaker competition. He was chosen from a committee comprised of faculty, staff, and students. He will receive a 2017 class ring. Congratulations, Vasyan. I would now like to invite Dean Folks back to the podium to introduce our distinguished alumna speaker, Dr. Sissy Nicolau.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Sissy Nicolau, UB alumna and principal of WSP USA, one of the world's leading engineering and professional services firms. Sissy received her 5-year diploma from the National Technical University of Athens in Greece and her MS and PhD degrees in civil engineering from the University at Buffalo. Upon graduation, she went directly into industry and now has over 20 years of experience. Her technical capabilities range from structural to geotechnical engineering, with emphasis on performance-based design, soil structure interaction, liquefaction assessment and mitigation, and risk evaluation of critical facilities for extreme hazards. At WSP, she oversees the organization's geotechnical earthquake engineering practice. She also leads the Multi-Hazard Resilience Initiative of WSP's Geotechnical and Tunneling Technical Excellence Center. In recognition of her outstanding work, Sissy was recently named a WSP Technical Fellow of Earthquake Engineering. Sissy has been a responder following disasters, including 9/11 and Hurricane Sandy here in New York State, where she was part of the building assessment team for the New York City Department of Buildings. In 2016, she co-led the Musni, Ecuador Earthquake Reconnaissance Team, which drew the interest of the U.S. National Security Council. Her team was invited to the White House for a briefing on how the mission had created rebuilding plans for the government of Ecuador. Sissy is also president of the New York Northeast chapter of the Earthquake Engineering Research Institute that has raised awareness of seismic issues through major events held in New York City. Sissy is the winner of numerous awards, including the prestigious Prakash Prize for Excellence in Earthquake Engineering that she received as the youngest and first female winner. She serves on the advisory board for the Civil, Structural, and Environmental Engineering Department here at UB, and through her work at Erie, has established an annual program for UB's undergraduate civil engineering students to travel to New York City and meet with successful UB alumni in the consulting industry. In addition, Sissy gives numerous talks encouraging women to follow STEM careers and has developed fun, interactive junior engineering programs for students and their families. We're very proud of all that Dr. Nicolau has achieved, and I'm delighted to invite Sissy to address the class of 2017.
Thank you very much, Dean Fawkes. First of all, graduate engineering class of 2017, my hearty congratulations for a job well done. In thinking about what to say to you today, I try to remember what I was thinking when I was at your place. And a single word kept entering in my head about UB: kindness. UB is kind. UB is also a lot of other things. It's a world-class institution, and we have all been fortunate enough to be educated here. It is tough and demanding. It is cold most of the time, but above all else, it is really kind. Its faculty, staff, students exhibit kindness as if it's a natural selection criterion we must all possess in order to be accepted in the school. When I arrived at UB in the early 90s, and yes, I'm that old, for graduate studies, I was star-struck at the opportunity to meet many brilliant minds that I had previously only known from my undergrad textbooks and papers I was reading in my birth country of Greece. I thought to myself, wow, these people must have the answers for everything in their field. So when I posed the question about an earthquake to my own advisor, Professor Gazeras, I was surprised when I heard him say to me, well, I don't really know the answer to this. We have not figured this one yet. I could not believe my ears. How could a god of soil-structure interaction not know this? And the answer to my question was very simple. He was human too. Never forget that. Never rely on someone that claims to know everything. And be brave enough to say, I don't know, especially to people who look up to you. It is really the first step to knowing. The degree you will soon hold in your hands marks the beginning of your incredible journey. As you started at UB, again now your canvas is blank. Let your hard work, experiences, and knowledge represented by this piece of paper become your brush and colors. As Nikos Kazantzakis has said, if you have the brush and the colors, you can paint a paradise and then in you go. Your journey will not be easy in the real world away from the safe UB environment. You will face competition and maybe unkindness. You will certainly be out of your comfort zone. My advice to you, stay there. Challenge yourself. Never stop questioning. Dare to be different. Think out of the box. Apply your common sense with a touch of madness, knowing you have a solid intellectual foundation to do so. In your journey, be prepared to fail, even more than once. I am now thankful for my failures. They have taught me a lot of things. But I will admit to you that they almost broke me. You see, if you're like me, and you likely are, you're not used to failure. For some of you, failure may not even be an option, but it will happen at some point. Embrace your failure, own it, learn from it, use it to find innovative solutions. When Thomas Edison was asked what it felt like to fail 1,000 times in his attempts to create the light bulb, he famously insisted that he did not fail. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps, he replied. Failure is a portal to discovery. Later in my professional life, I faced a major roadblock. Someone high up in the ladder told me that I could not go any further in my career because I did not look or sound like the other guys. Up until that point, I didn't know that I have to be like the other guys. I grew up being encouraged by my grandfather, a construction worker who saw me admiring the wondrous structure of the Parthenon and the bridges on New York in movies 5,000 miles away, to become an engineer and design bridges, or anything else I wanted to be. Most importantly, he told me to meet my own expectations, not just to conform to the expectations of others. When people try to put you down, you must press forward and reach out to the one person you can trust, to memories from this school, like that time that you thought you would never finish a project on time or you would never get the impossible A, but you did. When you're at your darkest moments, remember that UB is kind and reach out for help. This is what I did, and the leaders of the school found the time to listen and support me. And doing this made the biggest difference in the world. I felt like at home. I felt strong again, and it reminded me that I was much more than my gender, my looks, or my accent, which, by the way, I don't think I have. I was able to tell myself in a loud voice that I have a doctorate in earthquake engineering from the top school in the United States, and I know my craft. Nobody can take this from me, and nobody will ever be able to take this from you either. So in my journey, I found the courage to pick up my brushes and colors and moved my easel and canvas to a place where people looked beyond the surface and appreciated my ideas. You just have to keep painting, and when things get difficult, don't be afraid to ask for help. We are all here for you. You already know that you are very smart, gifted, and hardworking. After all, you just survived the graduate engineer program at the University at Buffalo. But I want to remind you to never forget your values and to always be kind, as your school has shown you. Because kindness is a choice, your choice, and not a gift that can be taken for granted. So enjoy this moment, proudly brag about your achievement. Today is your day and your family's day to celebrate, and tomorrow is the beginning of wonderful things to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nicolaou. The Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence honors State University of New York students who have been recognized for their integration of academic excellence with other aspects of their lives, such as leadership, campus involvement, and community service. Dean Folks will now acknowledge the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences graduate recipient of the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence.
It makes me very proud to introduce our graduate recipient of the Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence, George Sklivanitis. It's only just striking me now, as I stand here, that it's Greek Day on the stage, because George is also from Athens, Greece. He graduates today with a Doctor of Philosophy degree in electrical engineering. George has co-authored more than 20 research articles and was a winner of the 2014 NUTAC Software-Defined Radio Academic US National Contest. Sklivanitis also received the Best Demo Award at the 10th Association of Computing Machinery International Conference on Underwater Networks and Systems, the UB Graduate Student Excellence in Teaching Award, and a UB Student Entrepreneur Fellow. George, please come to the stage.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Provost Charles Zukowski, who will give his remarks.
Good afternoon. It is my great pleasure to be here today with our graduates to celebrate the 2017 School of Engineering and Applied Sciences commencement. I'm thrilled to be here today with our graduates, their families, friends, and the university community as we celebrate the exceptional achievements of our graduates and eagerly anticipate all that you will accomplish in the future. As one of the nation's leading public research universities, UB has a mission of creating new knowledge and commuting this knowledge to you, our graduates, the next generation of leaders, professionals, researchers, and citizens. We take seriously our responsibility to improve the human condition through our research, economic development, and our engagement activities. Graduates, as UB students, you have learned from internationally renowned thought leaders and accomplished professionals in engineering. You have been partners in the process of seeking and using knowledge and innovation to solve the world's challenges. You have developed deep domain knowledge and advanced technical skills in engineering fields and shared them through your publications, presentations, and your projects. You have had the opportunity to collaborate with your fellow students across many different disciplines in student competitions, and you have gained valuable hands-on engineering experience through internships, team projects, and direct engagement with business and industry leaders. You have taken advantage of many research opportunities and cutting-edge technology offered by our School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. You have challenged yourselves and been exposed to a wealth of ideas, technologies, and had meaningful interactions with your peers and professors. These are the experiences that shape your unique perspective and way of approaching the world. It is this distinctive combination of classroom, applied learning, team building, and out-of-class experiences that enables you to develop the creativity, empathy, and leadership skills needed to succeed in your engineering field. You are graduating into an era of excitement and uncertainty, characterized by fast-paced technological changes and disruptions, a strong and evolving knowledge-based economy, and an ever-changing political and social dynamic. You will likely see a number of social, economic, and technological changes in your lifetimes that will redefine the professional roles that you think you are moving into now and lead to unforeseen opportunities for you to consider. Your UB education has prepared you to be responsive to shifting trends and needs, to be flexible and be able to apply your knowledge and skills in different ways, meet the challenges head-on, and take advantage of all the opportunities that are coming to you. These are the attributes that will assure your success in the future, no matter what it might bring. More importantly, your education has prepared you to be active and engaged citizens. Each of you has the capacity to change the world. And I urge you to take what you have learned and to apply it to the betterment of society. My sincere and heartfelt congratulations to our 2017 University at Buffalo School of Engineering and Applied Sciences graduates. We are so proud of all of you and all of your achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Zukoski.